your life every day like you're walking through Grand Central Station. Well, that's exactly where we are today, Grand Central Station in the middle of Manhattan. 100 years ago, this was an architectural marvel built in the beautiful Beaux Arts tradition of its day, but it was also a technological marvel. This was a place that allowed electric trains to connect with Manhattan and the rest of the United States, something that hadn't been done before. But all that aside, think about your day. Are you a worker? Are you a commuter? Are you someone that gets so busy every single day that your life becomes like the people here in Grand Central? It becomes a blur. You do the same thing all the time, and sometimes in the midst of your rushing and your running, you forget what's going on. You forget the beauty that's around you, and you forget to take time and even reflect a little bit about your day, your life, your interests, and where you'd like to go. I want to just take one moment and give you my personal story. I spent 5 years being a commuter. I didn't have the luxury of being around here, but I was in a car up to 3 hours a day for 5 years. And I used to say to myself, what am I doing? I learned to use that time as a commuter to start thinking, to start listening to tapes, and to start filling my thoughts during what would otherwise be dead time with some ideas that would help me in my future. Now here I am many, many years later, and a lot of the time that I spent in the middle of my idea of Grand Central Station ended up paying me dividends for what was to come. I taught myself, I learned new things, and I infused my mind with brand new ideas that were going to help me at some point in the future. So wherever you are in the world and in your life, if you find your world's getting to be too much of a blur, make sure you take some thoughts from Grand Central Station. Step back, think of it, and decide and reflect where you are, what you're about, and where you'd like to go. Start filling your life and your mind with some interesting thoughts to prepare for you tomorrow. And by the way, if you ever come to New York City, don't you dare miss a visit to Grand Central Station. This has been Maura with Maura4u. Bye-bye.